Mouthpiece. All right, gentlemen, I expect you to act like professionals. This is good right here. This is good right here. Listen to my commands. Touch bells if you want. God bless.
Scheduled for 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. A look at Andy Ruiz Jr., who is 3-0 with 3 knockouts at this venue. Lives about 3 hours from here in Imperial, California. Friends and family on hand. Getting set to face Alexander Dimitrenko. Comes in with a record of 41-4. His 3rd fight in the United States. Fought in Vegas back in 2002 and Atlantic City last year.
Well, I would add this, by the way, with Ruiz. Don't let that body fool you, because just like Adam Kovnatsky, who doesn't have the greatest middle in the world, this guy can fight. He's fast. He throws combinations, a great 1-2 liver shot. And I got to tell you, I think he's got a chance of stopping, as good as Dimitrenko is. Yeah. I think he's got a chance of stopping Dimitrenko, and if he does, that's huge.
Dimitrenko, he's a big heavyweight, and he's tall. He's got all the advantages. He needs to use his long reach, his size. And, you know, I always said a big guy can always be a good small guy. So let's see if he uses those advantages.
Joe referenced the body of Ruiz in his pro debut. He actually weighed 340 pounds yesterday at the weigh-in, 262. But he does give away 5 inches in height.
Work, guys, work. Your hands are free. Step back. Stop.
See,
take a step back.
Big thing about a lot of European fighters, they don't like mixing it up. They don't like boxing on the inside. So anytime you get close to their body, they just grab you.
Nice body shot there by Ruiz.
You're going to be surprised by the quickness of Ruiz. Now, you're right about Dimitrenko trying to wrestle right there and tie up Ruiz, but that's not going to last forever. Ruiz is going to figure out his distance and his timing, and like I said, he'll start getting to the body and head. He's really a deceptive-looking fighter.
Work out. Let go of him.
And see, that's one way to stop the wrestling. He put his forearm underneath the chin of Dimitrenko, and the referee allowed him to get away with it because he knew he was being grabbed. Great body shots right there, right off the rip.
Yeah, Dimitrenko needs to keep his elbows in. He's bending too far down, and he needs to be more accurate with his shots, like try and hit. Ruiz.
You know, you're right, and I got to tell you, really, it's not. See, that's a good right hand by Dimitrenko, and he does have that. I've seen it before in his videos, but I got to tell you, his instinct normally is the pressure, and he doesn't really like to back up too much, to tell you the truth, and that's where he ran into trouble when he fought Joseph Parker, who stopped him in 3 rounds.
Right, we haven't really seen much pressure from Dimitrenko yet here in round 1. 15 seconds remaining.
Work out. You guys gotta work out. You gotta stop at the bell. Time.
Here's Dimitrenko getting ready just prior to the start. A look at Andy Ruiz Jr., who fought for the vacant WBO title back in December of 2016 in New Zealand, lost to Joseph Parker, a majority decision. Parker also defeated Dimitrenko 2 months later.
You know, this is what I don't like about big guys. They got to establish their jab, especially Dimitrenko. He's just pouring with it out there, and Ruiz is just walking through it. You know, you need to throw a punch to stop Ruiz from coming at you.
Yeah, I think he's using it. You're right, Lennox. He's using it as a measuring stick to try to land that.
Oh, how about that left?
It was a great left hand by Ruiz. Manny Robles in the corner of Ruiz told him, I want you to get closer, get away from the end of his punches, penetrate a little bit more, and start hitting that body and shortening up on your punches. He's looking to do that right now, and Dimitrenko's looking to throw some longer punches to catch Ruiz coming in.
He's not. He's freezing up a little bit.
Well, he threw that long left uppercut trying to catch him right there, just about 5 seconds, but it didn't work.
I like the shots that Ruiz is throwing right now. You know, when he's getting in there, he digs to the body, he throws some heavy shots like that one. And there's a lot of weight behind his punches as well.
When we asked him about his weight, getting down to 262 from 340 at one point, he said, I've stepped it up and I've acted like an athlete.
Well, he's looking a lot better than he looked previous fights.
Good left hook, right hand by Ruiz right now. Everything he's throwing right now has really bad intentions. He's looking to knock out Dimitrenko.
Dimitrenko's a little bit gun shy right now. He needs to get popping. You know, he's doing a little bit too much waiting around. He's like waiting to get hit.
What's it like for these guys, Lennox, fighting outdoors in the sunlight?
Oh, I used to love it. Fighting outside, breath of fresh air, feel good. It's like running in morning time. Now I don't have to have walls around me. I can actually breathe some good fresh air. You know, most boxers spend their lifetime in the gym, training in the gym. The only time they go outside is when they're running and doing outside exercising. But to box outside, I loved it every time.
Well, now you get to announce outside. How is it?
I love it when it's warm.
Down to 30 seconds remaining in round 2. Ruiz and Dimitrenko.
Remember last time we were here, it wasn't so warm.
You see, when we were in the fighters meeting, I was saying to Dimitrenko, well, what do you have in store for us? And he was all quiet. He didn't want to tell us anything, but he's not doing anything. That's why, maybe. He didn't have anything to tell us. But what he needs to do in there is establish his jab, try and land that big right hand, and, you know, slow down Ruiz.
All right, here we go. Watch this left hand. It's going to be a little left hand, and he's going to, boom, here comes the right hand right behind it. Now, he missed with the right hand, but it was a great setup. He almost had it.
Our main event coming up next. Danny Garcia, Adrian Granados. Round 3 underway. Andy Ruiz Jr. and Alexander Dimitrenko.
Now, it was funny in the corner when Manny Robles was giving his instructions to Ruiz. Ruiz said, I threw a lazy jab and I got clipped with the right hand. You know, in other words, he got hit with a good punch.
Yeah, but, well, you know, his trainer said, well, don't get hit. Both of these guys, if anyone lands a good punch on the chin, one of these guys are going to go. And Dimitrenko's leaving his chin a little bit open.
Well, I was saying that because it's kind of remarkable. Most fighters don't kind of have that repartee with you in the corner as a trainer and telling you, yeah, I made a mistake and I got hit with the right hand. It's usually pretty self-evident that happened. I thought it was just funny that he happened to say that to his trainer while he was getting instructions. But in the meantime, it goes to show you, Dimitrenko's got power in that right hand, and you got to be careful of it.
Lennox, what about the 5-inch height differential? What are the advantages and disadvantages for both?
Well, like I said, Dimitrenko needs to use his reach, use his height, and stand up a lot straighter and try and stop Ruiz, slow him down with a punch, especially with the jab. He's not throwing him down with anything. You know, he's not giving him anything to worry about. So, you know, Ruiz is just walking in there and doing what he wants to do. And, you know, when it comes to body punches by Dimitrenko, he's only thrown one body punch in this whole fight. You need to throw a lot more, especially look at this, look at Ruiz's body. Touch him down there a little bit. Slow him down. Yeah, forget the sunburn. Hit him where it's not sunburn.
Now,
it might hurt more if you hit him where he is sunburned.
Listen, if my son was watching it, he would say, hit him in the belly, in the belly.
I don't think that's a sunburn as much as it is the leather that's been hitting him on the body from Ruiz, to tell you the truth.
Right, that was it. He's hurt. He's holding him up.
If that glove touches the canvas, it's a knockdown.
It did touch, and the ref actually wiped it off when he should have counted.
Exactly, I believe that, but he was saying it was a hit and a push. So
he was holding him up.
You better turn it.
Ruiz throws that serious right hand. So much velocity behind it. It's mean, it's rough, it's hard, and it's coming at you.
He's always looking for the knockout, that's for sure.
Final seconds, round 3.
Good body punch. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt with that body punch.
No knockdown, no knockdown.
Here's the right hand of Ruiz. Powerful. It hit him on the top of the head. Messed up his equilibrium.
And here comes the trainer right after that punch. He's jumping up, and then he gets held back by the commission.
And here's some more punches landing by Ruiz. And here's the end of the round. You're going to see a good body punch by Ruiz. Yeah, he was hurting. It was a left hook before that.
And Dimitrenko's trainer, who he saw start to get up, is the former WBC middleweight champion, Sebastian Speak, who lost to Julio Cesar Chavez at Staples Center back in 2011. Let's head over to the Ruiz corner. Heidi Androl.
Don't stand still. Side to side.
Thank you very much. Manny, what did you tell him going into this round?
I don't want him to be overconfident. I want him to continue doing what he's doing, letting his combinations flow. Obviously, continue to work off of that jab to the chest, to the body. And he's got to take advantage of those situations when he finds himself inside and go to that body. Go to that body. I want him to dig downstairs to be able to take those legs away. Go to the body and the head will follow, as they say.
Perfect. Thank you. Kenny?
All right, thanks very much, Heidi.
Well, Kenny, look, me and Lewis, we're just watching this. Boy, Ruiz has landed like 3 straight right hands to the body, and that's exactly the punch that put him down. And we're talking about Dimitrenko against Parker, Joseph Parker, when he quit in the 3rd round. And he's getting hit in that same spot, and he's really reacting to it, right, Lennox?
He is. I mean, we can see it on the outside. Even Ruiz's trainer seen it on the outside as well, and wants Ruiz to hit him more to the body. I agree with that. What usually happens, the fighter can't see it. You know, he throws a body punch, but he doesn't see the reaction because he's worrying about the other guy throwing his punch in back. That's why the corner really helps. He can identify what to throw and say to Ruiz, hey, you hurt into the body, go back to the body.
Great point. It's a great point. But look, I mean, he's going there for a reason. I think he was told to go to the body in the corner, and he's doing a great job. And I'm sure he watched that Parker tape and knew where he was vulnerable. But I got to tell you, Dimitrenko is really kind of holding on for dear life here right now. He's not being very active, and he doesn't look like he's trying to force his will on Ruiz at all.
Well, only 1 body shot landed by Dimitrenko over the first 3 rounds plus 2 minutes. Incredible. By the way, the referee, Ray Corona, came over in between rounds and told us that was not a knockdown back in the 3rd round.
Okay. Well, he's closer to the action, so he should know.
Marcos Villegas, how have you scored it?
Clean shutout so far for Andy Ruiz Jr., 30-27. I think, a lot of the times the reason why Dimitrenko is hesitant is that he's too slow to be able to fire off any shots. He's worried that he's going to get countered by the faster Ruiz.
All right, thanks, Marcos. Time winding down in round 4, scheduled for 10. Heavyweights Andy Ruiz Jr. and Alexander Dimitrenko. Welcome back to Premier Boxing Champions from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Kenny Albert with the champ Lennox Lewis, Joe Goosen, and Heidi Androl. A look at the setting, the sunlight, outdoors here in Carson. '65-degree evening, mostly sunny skies.
And of course, the sun is now pretty much out of the ring.
You had down there earlier today, Lennox?
Looks good.
Well, it's looked good over the first 4 rounds for Andy Ruiz Jr. Over to Heidi.
Thank you very much, Kenny. Coach, I heard you say and look back and say he's not fighting. What did Alex say to you?
He has, I don't know. He has to, I told him he has to punch. If he doesn't fight, then it makes no sense to stay in the ring.
What, did you talk to him about body shots?
We talked about everything before and now. He has to bring the uppercuts.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So, Sebastian Speak a bit puzzled about the lack of body shots from Dimitrenko.
It's kind of what we were discussing last round. Dimitrenko just isn't doing anything. It looks like he's not trying. He's just waiting for something to happen. Hopefully he'll land one big punch. But right now, again, it's Ruiz putting the pressure on, backing him up, and Dimitrenko's real hesitant. He finally threw something right there. But I'll tell you, it's Ruiz all the way.
Well, Dimitrenko's repertoire of punches, he needs to...
Oh! Big right by Ruiz.
This is what happens with Ruiz. When he hurts you, he will finish you. If he gets the opportunity.
Yeah, Ruiz needs to go to the body right now. Dimitrenko's looking to hold on because he's hurt. He needs a little bit more rest. He wants to recover from that shot. Ruiz is just really setting him up right now, getting ready to throw that big right hand.
Midway through, round 5 scheduled for 10. Ruiz has landed 61 punches, Dimitrenko only 19. Left jab by Ruiz. Well, Lennox, you mentioned Dimitrenko did not really want to share his game plan with us. He did tell us he reads a lot, writes poetry, and gave up television 7 years ago.
I think I know why he didn't want to share his game plan with us, because it doesn't look like he has one, to tell you the truth. I think he's just fighting by the seat of his pants here, and whatever hopes he had and thought he was going to do, he's not pulling it off, and his trainer was right. He says, what are you doing? You're not doing anything.
You know, and sometimes you will get that, you know, you'll discuss the game plan before the fight, and then all of a sudden the boxer goes in the ring and he forgets about it. And the trainer wants to say, hey, what about the things that we talked about? Why are you not doing them? And there's no reason, because it's not in the fighter's head. He doesn't know what the fighter is thinking. But the fighter could be thinking, hey, he doesn't want to get hit, so he doesn't want to throw that shot or take that chance.
That's it. That was a nice counter right hand by Dimitrenko after that jab.
10 seconds remaining. It has been all Andy Ruiz Jr. over the first 5 rounds here in Carson, California.
Yeah, we see an overhand straight, powerful right by Ruiz. Dimitrenko feeling it on the chin, kind of closes his eyes a little bit.
It is all over here in Carson. Andy Ruiz Jr. goes to 32-1.
Well, you could tell by the body language when Dimitrenko was walking back to his corner. He was actually limping, looked a little wobbly, looked very uninterested in completing this fight. And I think it was just a matter of time before he either quit or got stopped.
I mean, Dimitrenko's got a good right hand when he throws it. If you stay there and allow him to throw a right hand, he'll knock you out.
Well, yeah, if you stay there and drop your hands and put your chin out and let him do it. But that's not what happens in his last few fights.
Right, he was gun-shy, a little gun-shy in this fight, and, you know, you just ran out of what to do. You know, what you really should do is establish that jab, and he wasn't establishing it. He wasn't establishing himself as a big man in the ring, and throwing some good shots. He wasn't doing that.
And in all fairness, Andy Ruiz is nobody to be trifled with. He's going to make a lot of noise in the heavyweight division, because Dimitrenko is 41-4 with 26 knockouts. He's no slouch. He's won a lot of fights. Yeah. So he beat a good guy.
Yeah,
he just had no answers for Ruiz.
Let me tell you, every time he was landing on Dimitrenko, I heard the punches. Yeah. So he cracks when he throws punches.
The decision coming up. Andy Ruiz Jr. victorious. Welcome back to Premier Boxing Champions on Fox from Carson, California. Later tonight on FS1, it's PBC Fight Night Extra, including Jason Rosario and Jorge Cota. That's later tonight on FS1. Andy Ruiz Jr. raising his record to 32-1. It's the featured bout on FS1. Fight Night Extra, Rosario and Cota. Rosario at 18-1-1. Cota 28-2. 10 rounds in the super welterweight division. A look back at Ruiz and Dimitrenko, guys.
Here we go, Kenny. Bam, right here. This was going on all night. Right hand of the body, left hook, another right hand right under the heart.
And you can see Dimitrenko, when he keeps his hand out there, he gets caught and gets caught by the shorter guy with the rougher mentality, rougher punches.
And here we go again. There's that jab, which was far and few between, but it landed, and here again, jab, right hand of the body, right under the heart. And believe me, that was getting to Dimitrenko.
And like I said, Dimitrenko was keeping his hands too wide. He needed to throw that jab a little bit more to keep Ruiz away.
These right hands didn't help. That kind of led to his demise here towards the end of the fight, which we're coming up on here, and that was it.
Yeah. His trainer knew that he didn't want to go on, so he stopped it.
Total punches landed. Only one body shot by Dimitrenko over the 5 rounds. To the ring for the decision, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has been stopped at the end of round number 5. A referee in charge, Ray Corona, calls a halt to the contest upon advice of the corner. He is the winner by way of knockout in his Premier Boxing Champions debut, the Destroyer, Andy Ruiz Jr.